Hello, this is Yogeshwar 7000, and I'm back on my series on nakshatras. And in my last video, we did discuss about Mrigasira nakshatra as to what it represents, what rulership of a planet, or what planet rules over this nakshatra, who's the presiding deity, what are the characteristics, what kind of professions do they excel in or they like to be in, so on and so forth. What are the negative traits, what are the positive traits? We discussed all that. And today we'll be discussing about the four paras, or the four divisions. As we know that this nakshatra, or actually all nakshatras, span over a distance of 13 degrees and 20 minutes, and this nakshatra begins from 23 degrees and 21 minutes of Taurus through 6 degrees and 40 minutes of Gemini, meaning which it actually goes over two zodiac signs. The first zodiac sign is Taurus, and then it moves a little into the next zodiac sign of Gemini. And I've already explained that this 13 degrees and 20 minutes of distance is further subdivided into four equal divisions called paras in Vedic astrology. Well, the pronunciation actually is pad, but for the viewership which goes across all the world, paras seemed to be a more practical pronunciation, so I'm gonna call it para. So they're further divided into four paras, which are 3 degrees and 20 minutes each. So 3 degrees and 20 minutes times 4 makes it 13 degrees and 20 minutes, and these are equal paras, or equal divisions, and they have rulership of different gods, or rather different planets. So the first para of Mrigasira nakshatra, which spans between 23 degrees and 20 minutes through 26 degrees and 40 minutes within Taurus, is ruled by the planet Sun. So here you'll see the rulership of the zodiac sign is Venus, because the zodiac sign of Taurus is ruled by Venus. And then the nakshatra rulership is Mars, and then further divided into a division which is ruled by the planet Sun. That's the first para of Mrigasira nakshatra. So what does it say about the characteristics or the career choices of people in the first para? That Sun is a fiery sign, and again the total rulership, or the overall rulership of this nakshatra, is Mars, which is also a fiery sign, and it is within the zodiac sign of Taurus, which is ruled by Venus, which is also kind of a hot planet. Venus is considered hot, although it may not be fiery. So people within this para would be very, very aggressive and very ambitious, full of energy and vigor, rather, so as to say. The professions they would choose would be, of course, ruled by Venus, because the zodiac sign is Venus, and then the planet Mars could make them as leaders, and the planet Sun also could make them as leaders. So you have to look at all the influence of the planets for people born in this nakshatra in the first para. And when I say born, I've already explained that where the moon was placed when the person was born. So if the moon was placed in the first para of Mrigasira nakshatra, then of course there will be an influence of the planet Sun, because Sun rules over this para, and Mars, and then it is within the zodiac sign of Taurus, so they can become great leaders. Just to give you an example, you'll see a lot of examples, or a lot of people born in this para being influenced by these planets and become great leaders. The second pada is ruled by Mercury. Now Mercury is about communication, so you can see people born in this pada of Mrigasira Nakshatra. And again, look at the 3 planets overall ruling. It is still within Taurus because it's within 26 degrees and 41 minutes of Taurus through 30 degrees of Taurus. And Taurus, as we know, is again ruled by the planet Venus. So yes, there could be Venus because there could be a musician here. The pada is ruled by Mercury, a very communicative musician, and Mercury also rules over humor. So look at those things for people born in this second pada. Could be great artists who can provide good humor, or comedians. And of course the overall nakshatra rulership is Mars, which means that they have the energy, the drive, and the ambition to go and reach to the place where they want to. The third pada, which is between 0 degrees, or rather 1 minute, of the zodiac sign of Gemini through 3 degrees and 20 minutes of Gemini. So it jumps into, in the third pada, it jumps into the other zodiac sign. So the zodiac sign rulership is Gemini, which is Mercury, and then this pada's rulership is Venus. So there's a combination of Venus and Mercury here. Again, you could say music, arts, fashion designers, and people who are interested in arts, good expressive people because of the rulership of Mercury as a zodiac sign. And of course the overall rulership in this nakshatra is Mars, which means that they had the drive, the ambition and the drive to go and achieve what they want in their lives. The fourth pada, again in the zodiac sign of Gemini, which is spanning between a distance of 3 degrees and 20 minutes, or rather 3 degrees and 21 minutes through 6 degrees and 40 minutes of Gemini. Again, the rulership, overall rulership is of the zodiac sign is Gemini. The nakshatra rulership is Mars, and this pada's rulership is also Mars. So there's a double Mars effect. So you'll see people with a little more drive and ambition, and leaders and heads of organizations, but then of course since it's Gemini, they could be related to the profession of communication. They could be professors, they could be stock market dealers with a lot of drive and ambition, because there's a double ownership of Mars, which is ruling this pada or the division, and also the overall rulership of the nakshatra, which is Mrigasira, which is again Mars. Mars rules over this nakshatra. So this is how you have to analyze people born in nakshatras, and look at the zodiac sign and look at the pada, and then you will come to a conclusion as to what best profession. Another profession which could be related to this fourth pada of Mrigasira nakshatra could be, they could be great land developers, they could be great farmers, because Mars generally rules over land. So you could see professions related to what we've just discussed. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Please do not forget the padas when you're coming to an analysis for people born in a certain nakshatras, because they can give you very valuable insights as far as the characteristics and the nature of the people, not just profession but overall everything. So in the meanwhile, I will recommend subscribe to my channel and check out my website. There is a link below, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.